Hey, how about going on a little adventure with me today? Right in the background is my bird feeding station. I've got a drop feeder there, which I was hoping would draw up some quail. I haven't seen any quail as of yet, but I get quite a few dove coming up there. Now I've got that wire fence around it because the wild turkeys would totally clean out that drop feeder in probably 30 minutes. And we don't want that to happen. I do feed the turkeys separately, especially when there's snow on the ground like there is now. If you notice right down here, there are some deer tracks. They come up as well, and they will clean out that drop feeder. They will find corn that the turkeys don't find, and that's quite all right. They don't really need feeding, but the turkeys do need a little bit of help, especially when there's snow on the ground. I noticed the other day that the turkeys do not come out during a snowstorm, and even the day after, didn't see them foraging anywhere. So I'm going to take a little adventure here. There's lots of tracks. There's besides deer, wild turkey, there's also some cottontail rabbit tracks that are taking off over there. Saw one itty bitty cute little bunny this morning. So we're going to follow my Jeep tire tracks back into some country where I hope that I can find where turkeys are staying when they don't come out and forage in these snowstorms. Looks like these are all turkey tracks right down here, and they go into this pasture over here. But I'll tell you, they also come from this direction. So I'm going to follow these tracks a little bit and see if I can pick up some turkey tracks, and join me a little bit later. That is, if I do actually find out where they've been keeping themselves, okay? Now, just to give you an idea of what turkey tracks look like in the snow, here's a good representation for you. See if I can get down there a little bit better where my shadow isn't covering up things. You see those little lines? You don't see any distinct footprints so much. Maybe there, but it seems like they kind of drag their feet along. But those lines on either side of the tracks themselves are actually their wings that are dragging it along the snow. All right, so I followed out the wild turkey tracks and came to an area which I've already identified as a prime area for where the wild turkeys will roost at night. There's large American elms in this area. There's a couple there. But they really do prefer these native cottonwood trees. I love those big branches. May be a little bit difficult to tell, but there are a heck of a lot of tracks in this area. And as I come over here, you can see that there's quite a bit of bare ground underneath this little tree where there is wild grapevines growing up this small tree. Now I do see signs of where the turkeys have kind of been scratching around a little bit, maybe trying to find some bugs in those leaves. But I'm also seeing patches of leaves and ground that indicate that turkeys may have sought shelter from the snowstorm, not in the trees, but on the ground itself, and probably even huddled up. See, there's lots of tracks in this area, and I don't believe that comes from just foraging. I think they have been spending quite a bit of time in this area. Let's take a little walk around here. Lots of activity. A lot of traffic. I see there's some bare ground that really doesn't fit with the direction in which the wind was blowing when the snow came down. And here's a prime example beside this huge cottonwood right here. I just get the impression that when they seek shelter from a snowstorm, they actually do spend time on the ground and possibly huddle up, not in large groups, but maybe in numbers of 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'd sure like to capture that someday. Well, thank you very much. I'm going to continue to walk this out. If I find anything really interesting, well, then I'll turn the camera back on and share it with you. Bye for now.